Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Just out enjoying a beautiful day here in Wisconsin, and yeah, got the top down on the S2000, and you're gonna see in this video us kind of just going through the bodywork a little bit more and getting the car wet sanded and buffed, and man, did it come out good. I have about a month worth of work into this car, doing the body and painting and everything like that, and a solid 7 days of wet sanding, buffing, and a little polishing. And I still have some buffing compound up here that I gotta clean off just because it got everywhere. But we're getting there, and I hope you guys enjoy some of the clips that I took along the process of getting this thing back together after the final paint job. And stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm gonna do a walk around of the car right now here in this parking lot by the lake. Stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see the walk around, and leave me a comment, like, and show me some support on the clicker down there, and I'd greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments, and I appreciate everybody's comments and likes. So thank you to everybody that has supported the old Hunter Tune channel. I wouldn't be able to have an S2000 like this clean, without the help of my good friends and without your guys' support of watching the videos and supporting huntertune.com. So thank you so much.
Sponsored by Cummins Electric.
Are you feeling the pressure now, Mr. Krabs?
Yes. Give me the formula.
Is currently wet sanding with some 1500 grit on the hood. We already did do the trunk on the car. We did a couple stages of wet sanding, 1500, 2000, 3000, 4000, and then buff and polish. And this thing is literally a mirror. It is glass. So we're trying to do the hood next, and then we're slowly working on wet sanding and buffing the sides of the car. I started a little bit here, but you can see it is very hard to do this on camera because the lighting and the camera just doesn't pick up a lot of it, and it's even hard to see in person. But there is like slight orange peel and stuff in the paint that we're just trying to sand out and then buff, so, and then polish at the end. So this thing's going to turn out very nice. And I did do above the body line. You might be able to see here. You can see above the body line where we started to do a little bit of wet sanding. We haven't done anything below the body line yet, and we don't know if we're going to, because surprisingly, dirt you would think would be on the bottom of the car, but for some reason when we painted it, the dirt nibs ended up getting higher up, where when lower on the car is actually really smooth. It's not, there isn't a whole lot of dirt nibs. And we're trying to focus on the important parts that people actually look at, like the hood and the front fenders and anything on the top of the car. So, and I picked up a nice chamois from Harbor Freight. It's not shitty.
Not shitty.
So we are, man, you can't even fucking see this on camera. It sucks. I need like a $10,000 camera to be able to pick this up.
A less shitty one?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can kind of see here where we're starting to wet sand. That's good lighting. So 15, then 2, 3, 4, maybe 4, maybe not, and then buff polish.
Just buff.
Yes. Not sure if you guys can tell between buffed and polished and just wet sanded. So this is just wet sanded. That's after buff and polish. So I'm trying to get all of the orange peel out, wet sanding, learning as I go. You can see as we go down on the door here, you can see some spots still, but we're not really going to focus too much really low on the car. We just want to get the higher spots, the more visible spots. But that rear quarter is glass. What do you think?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. It's really looking good. Like, it's almost impossible to even see a scratch, like with that bright ass light right on it. So Trevor's just kind of working in the compound and stuff. Obviously, Mr. Detail over here. He's got a couple different compounds he's using. After wet sanding, we get it to a point where it looks like this on the top. So there's minimal, if any, orange peel, but there's still little specks right here. You can see that one right here. Those are really kind of deep spots. And then next to the mirror here is kind of almost impossible to get to without taking the mirror off. But this looks real good, nice and dull, nice and flat. I might go over this one more time with maybe 1500 or 2000 before we hit it with the polish, the buff and polish over here. But yeah, this shit is time consuming. Atlanta, is it really worth it? I have no idea. Trying to see if I can get good light on this. It's really hard to see it. Oh my gosh. That is smoother than a baby's ass. Alright guys, quick update on the S2000. I've been at it for a long time, but we are still wet sanding and buffing, and wanted to show some progress and some steps. I've been learning a lot doing this. This is the first time I've ever wet sanded and buffed a car, and this is the first time I've really paid this much attention, I guess, to the paint.
That car's gonna be a little maintenance. I threw $10 in, but the aisle seems a little fucky.
The what?
Del Sol, it's a new shop car.
Yeah, the Del Sol, the $500 Del Sol is officially the shop car.
I just threw
To
10
go to the gas station, get her.
Yeah, I threw $10 of fuel in because she was below E.
Yeah, it
And
was.
it seemed like she was sputtering.
Oh,
But I threw gas in and it's still sputtering.
at idle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. but
Okay, I would just bump it up to like 1,000. It might clear out.
yeah. Must be the nasty cam that's in it.
Probably.
you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, me and Trevor have been kind of going at this thing, and I wanted to kind of show an example. This is the car wet sanded with 3000 grit all the way on this top portion here and the lower portion. But it is very kind of hard to tell on camera, but this is very smooth finish, virtually zero orange peel until you get to the mirror area, because around the mirror is kind of hard to get to with the buffer and polisher, which we haven't done yet, but you can see these little speckles in here of orange peel in here. And I still have to do this front fender. I did hit it with some 1500, but I do have to hit it a little bit more still. You can see the orange peel on the panel. Even though this is extremely smooth, you will see this if you have an eye for it. After we buff and polish, you'll still see this little bit of orange peel.
Disclaimer, these little spots are water.
This is right here.
No, these are, but these little tiny right here, is it buffed it off?
Oh, with your hand?
Yeah, like like these little whatever, but yeah, there's still orange peel there.
So here's another example of some orange peel. If you come out to here, can't see it at all. This currently is about a 2-footer, but we're trying to make it a 2-incher. You know what I mean? Yeah. Most of my shit's like a 15-footer, like Mustang, probably 20-footer. The Integra is about a 5-10-footer.
No, Mustang's a quarter-mile footer.
A quarter-miler.
Yeah. Quarter-mile footer.
Quarter-mile.
A 1320 footer.
I don't know what other cars I have that are even remotely clean. I think the Del Sol is a good 100-footer. 300-footer?
Yeah, that thing's...
Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in on when it starts to look shitty.
Right about there.
Oh yeah, right about there. but starting to look better. Starting to look better. Ooh, mint.
Yeah, you're right. That is mint.
Yeah, right here is mint. Perfect.
Pile of dog doo-doo.
Oh, look at that thing right there.
That's a pile of dog doo-doo.
So anyways, just continuing. This paint is the Sickens commercial paint. And a lot of you guys might not agree with this, but I'll be honest. I've been sanding this car with 800 grit to get it down, get the orange peel off. Because I don't know if it's because the car needs more cure time or whatever, but it definitely is not coming off with 1500 grit. And I've learned that Harbor Freight 1500 grit is pretty much newspaper. I think their 5000 grit is actually grittier than the...
That's for you, dude.
Than the 1500 grit. The 5000 is grittier than the 1500. So don't buy Harbor Freight Hercules 1500 grit. Get the Bauer paper. I have 3M. What is this? Trizac pad. This stuff's decent. I've been using that a little bit. The 3M, this 3M 1000 grit, garbage. This stuff is pretty much a 2000 grit. It doesn't really do much of anything. But like I said, we're going to continue here, and then we might show you a little bit of buffing and polishing. We did get the hood completely done. I think we did 4,000 on the hood, didn't we?
No, that was
Just 3,000? Well, we knocked the hood completely flat, and Trevor has buffed up to the tape. So this down here is just buffed. This isn't even polished, is it? No. So this is no polish or anything, and it's like fucking perfect. Is there scratching in this?
No.
Yeah, I literally don't even see scratching or anything. And by the way, guys, if you guys are local in the Wisconsin area and you want to see this car, because I'm not just fibbing this paint job. Like, this thing actually looks really good. It doesn't just look good on camera like a lot of other cars. I mean, the Mustang looks pretty good on camera, and up close it looks like shit.
You give me a week with that.
Yeah.
It'll be nice.
But there is a car show at the, I think it's Brainerd Airport in Neenah, and I think it's June 8th. No. It's like early, middle June, and I want to get this car done for that. And there is a couple other things with the body that we're going to be doing. Some wrapping, and we got to clean off the car and put all the accessories back on and give it a final clean, especially the wheels and tires and stuff. But I'm going to take this car to that car show, and like I said, you guys can come see it in person up there at the Neenah car show at the Brainerd Airport. So yeah, but anyways, we're going to keep going, and maybe we'll get a little time lapse of me sanding that front fender, and then we're pretty much done. I just have to get the back of the trunk, and then these areas here, we did already buff and polish this side, but we've been doing a lot of hand sanding on these little curved areas in here. So like you might be able to see some orange peel right here. We're just kind of hand sanding this with like 1500, 2000, 3000. And then I have to hit this as well. There, you got some good light right here. This is orange peely through here. So we're gonna get this knocked down, and then the back of the trunk I'm gonna hit, and I think I'm gonna leave the bumpers for now. They're not bad, and maybe later down the road we'll wet sand and buff the bumpers, but I'm fucking done doing this. But we're almost there. I got one more big panel left to do, and then just a couple little small things, and then Trevor might give you guys a little lesson on some wool pad buffing.
Right, yes. All the keyboard warriors were probably not doing it wrong.
Yeah, well, I've been watching actually quite a few body stuff. I watched the Booster Boys car get painted, and that was a really cool process. Them guys did a pretty good job. I watched the paint in your garage video or whatever. It's like 40 minutes long. They did a lot of, like, I can understand now with your car specifically. I was like, man, Trevor's kind of going this extra mile on his car. He wet sanded his primer, and I didn't think that was really a thing, but in absolute perfect light with the perfect eye on this car, I do think there might be sanding marks from sanding the body prior to painting.
That's the only thing that's beneficial about the white is it's.
The white really hides.
If this was black, like I just did a detail, was it 2 weeks ago, and car came in, the rear back half was redone. It was like a 2016 Malibu, and it was black. But when I don't know, he wanted it basically a paint correction done on it, and I told him, it's like, I'm not touching it because I don't know what it was painted with. You know, I don't.
Right.
You know, or you run into a situation like this where
you don't even know what.
Can't get it out. You know?
Yeah, you literally like I said, with this specific paint, we had to take 800 grit to get some of the orange peel out because nothing else would take it off.
But this paint job looked like he was sanding with 36 grit. I mean, you've seen like big ass like
gouges everywhere,
deep swooshes, you know, like with the DA or whatever. And I'm like, who painted this thing? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, white hides quite a bit. But yes, I mean, when you have 20.
But even Trevor is kind of impressed with this panel. He did this panel, buff and polish.
I just impress myself every day.
Yeah.
I wake up every morning to piss excellence.
Okay. But yeah, so, and then eventually we're going to get I think next week, we're actually going to take it over to Excel Wrap. Is that what it's called? Tint and Wrap? Excel
Wrap and Styling, yes.
Yes, go check them guys out on Facebook or something. We're going to get this area wrapped in carbon fiber, I think, because there is a lot of cracks and stuff in this factory Honda 20-year-old, whatever shit they use on here. I think it's like a wrap or something, but we couldn't sand it out. And then there's like all these freaking cracks and stuff, so we're just going to wrap over it, and I think it'll look really nice. And then we're going to tint this shit out of this thing, because I think the front windows are actually already tinted, so I don't know if we're going to match to that or go darker. Always go darker. Well, we might do like blacked out on this fucking thing.
Okay, so like my truck, rears are 15, okay? I had it factory matched 15, and then I did a 8-inch drop tint. Well, now I want to pull the factory match and the rears, and then do like 5% all the way around, and then tint the windshield.
Right.
The darker, the better. Just don't drive at night.
Yeah, no shit. But the cool thing about the S2K is I can roll the windows down and put the top down.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
You don't need.
So if I pass a cop, you just whoop.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm gonna get to continue sanding here.
LEDs are fucking with your deal.
I know. Can't see any of it on camera. Warning in Lawton.
All right, rolling.
Oh, you fuck.
Okay.
We are about to install the best part. So I got these emblems with the car when I purchased it. And I've been waiting to put them on, but I wasn't going to put them on with the old paint job. So, oh. Are we doing it?
Let's do it.
All right.
Wow! City!
I'm punching it.
Wow! Crisp.
Not too bad.
Nice!
Yes. You'll also see in the video that we did an AP2 taillight conversion. We had to cut out some stuff to get the AP2 lights to fit. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. Sorry if there's a little wind noise. I'm just going to do a quick walk around. The car isn't 100% perfect. I still do have a little bit of overspray on the wheels that I cleaned most of it off, but looks pretty good. And I'm going to be getting this wrapped in carbon fiber, hopefully within the next like week or two, so the little trim piece around the windshield will be covered up and looking awesome. I did install some aftermarket headlights as well. These are they're just off of eBay, and I wired the halos to the daytime running lights or whatever. The first click on the knob. The bumper fitment, the hood fitment, and everything is almost perfect. Besides these little tabs, there's like the tabs are like busted inside of here, so I can't get the bumper to like. You can see it like pops out once in a while. Like if you push it down, it'll pop up, which is kind of annoying. So I got to figure out something with that, but that's minor little stuff. And it doesn't have a grill in the bumper. I think it just needs to be filled with something. And while buffing and wet sanding, I did learn quite a bit, like I was saying, and I did burn through on 2 spots where I got a little bit too aggressive sanding. Thankfully, they're easily touch-up spots, but the edges will get you guys. But right here, I did burn through a smidge. And then on the gas cap on the other side, right on this edge here. But I mean, it's like nobody is gonna notice, you know, those small little details. These are also those eBay taillights. I was actually debating if I wanted to run these taillights or not, but I actually think they look pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with them. I still got to clean the buffing compound out from under the top here, and I think a Hunter Tune sticker is going to look real good right there on that little glass piece. This carbon fiber spoiler was already on the car when I bought it, and I reinstalled it with some 3M tape. I got the new badge here. I also have a front Honda badge, and I'm debating putting it on. I might just leave it. It really looks clean without it, but I mean, this thing is like so glass smooth. It's crazy. I hit it with a little bit of Sam's spray wax from CLEANEST, and that stuff really works good, but man, the white, just, it gets so dirty so quick. That's the only thing that sucks about it. Here's a look at this side. I did lose one of the Koenig center caps on the wheels here, but you can see what they're supposed to look like. That little sticker thing, I did lose one of those, and I debadged the S2000 emblems off of it. I might put them back on or get new ones. I'm not quite sure, but this is definitely probably the cleanest car I think I've ever had, so it's pretty surreal. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed checking out the S2K now that it's all put back together, it's back up and running and driving, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with it, honestly. It's pretty cool. I'll probably be taking it to the NENA car show here in Wisconsin. If you guys want to come check it out in person, it's the NENA, it's Brainerd Airport, I think. It's in the early part of June or middle of June. I'll probably, if you guys are interested, just let me know, and I'll try to release the date of that car show. in like an upcoming video. So yeah, thanks again guys for checking out my freshly painted S2000, and have a great night and a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and God bless. Have a great day, night tomorrow. Bye.